Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back. It's been a long time.
It's been almost 6 months and we are so sorry. Really sorry.
Well, the thing is, the reality is, business has been so bad. What's the point?
No, but we did the last video, didn't we, guys? And we did tell you we're going to bring in the news one, but that was a little bit like, we just got carried away with my other channel, which we did tell you about. So we've been kind of uber busy. We've been uber stressed because, yes, business is going down the crapper and somebody had to get the job, a temporary job for 6 months, and then it's been prolonged.
It wasn't the plan to get a temporary job.
No, it was a plan to continue with the business, hey presto, but unfortunately many things shut on it. So
the thing is, it's the type of business that we were running,
as whoever might have known.
was always potentially never going to be sustainable.
All depends on people's spending, isn't it?
It
all
does.
depends on people's spending. The way the things are happening, people just do not.
But it doesn't mean to say that it's not salvageable, because it probably is. If you could actually, dedicate all of your time to it.
And we have a child, a toddler, and it's hard.
It's been bloody hard. Well.
Anyway, the long story is, guys, we promised you we're going to do and take a channel in different directions, and we're going to do like a Friday thing, but he works on Friday, so we can't do Friday things. So
I don't.
No, but not just. But anyway, he chosen to rename this, so we are calling this part is...
I've forgotten.
News and views.
Oh, news and views.
Oh, how many beers have you had? Anyway, so news and views, guys. So in this, basically, those episodes, we're going to be talking about the current news and our views.
And expressing our views.
And they are going to be pretty much...
Controversial.
Not controversial. They're going to be just our true opinions,
really,
guys.
aren't they?
We're not really going to sort of beat it around the bush too much. We're not sugarcoating anything. We're just talking about the shit that's happening in the world, in the country, and how it affects us and affects yourselves and many other people. So without further ado, it's close to my heart. It's close to the other channel. It's food-related things, food pricing. Basically, what's happening now, if you follow the new world agenda and the government thing and the social digital IDs and everything else the government kindly putting upon us, many of
From
people...
the WEF.
Yeah.
World Economic Forum, if you're not familiar, do some research.
Yes. Many people been mentioned, obviously, about things that are happening in the supermarkets, like people obviously putting the cameras, the barriers, and unfortunately, yes, it's finally arrived here. We live in Wales, like in the middle of nowhere, and we have a small little village. And I never really thought that things will get so bad that they'll have to put the things here. So I popped into Lidl literally the other day, and suddenly here, presto, I was greeted with massive computer display or TV display, whatever this was, and a camera. And suddenly there's a barrier in front of me. Whether before, when we used to go to Lidl, if I forget the bags.
Let's just clear that up. So you went into, was it Lidl's?
Lidl's, this one.
So you went to Lidl's. And when you exited or entered?
Entered.
So when you entered, there was a monitor at the top.
Yeah, with a camera
and
pointing at you and a barrier. Before there was no barrier, do you remember?
Yeah.
So if you forget the bags, you can exit through the where you entered. You came in.
So for you
pick up
to
the bags and go
enter
back in.
Lidl's now, you have to go through this barrier.
Yeah.
Is it just like a turnstile barrier, or what?
It just opened, but I assume the trolley registers.
Okay, so it's just like automatically opens up.
Yeah, but it would have registered your trolley. Like now in Tesco's, they also introduced. They had the little locking wheel, which is for.
Yeah. Oh, the ones on the front. So when you used to take them out.
That's it.
Beyond the point to throw them in the nearest canal.
Or river.
Or canal. I suppose you could throw them in the nearest river as well, whatever your preference is.
Yeah, whatever children used to do.
But when you used to take them out to throw them in the nearest canal, the wheels used to lock up, so you had to carry it to the nearest canal to throw it in. Or the nearest bridge to throw it off to the nearest canal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a car, no, it's not very nice. But
I don't know what they used to do.
People do all sorts, don't they?
But anyway, so now those wheel nuts are reacting through the checkout. So basically, when you enter, it registers that you entered, and you cannot exit. Well, you can exit, but it has to go through the checkout before. If you don't exit through the checkout, it will lock your nut and the wheel. And and I know on the other channel, people commented that it's so much theft going on there in the supermarkets that people run out with the trolleys. And if you try to run out with the Tesco's trolley, you'll literally be chucked over the front because your front will lock up. And if you follow, and I mentioned before, I volunteer for the charity Olio, so we collect the surplus food from Tesco's and they give this away in the community. And once I went in there waiting for to collect the food, and there was a bucket of water where the flowers are. There's normally bunches of flowers in the buckets. And I noticed a little PDA, you know, the self-scanning PDA. And I'm like, oh, so you got PDA in there. Somebody must have dropped it by mistake. And it's like,
dropped it into a bucket of water.
Yeah, no, they haven't dropped it there by mistake.
No, they
so
put it on purpose.
Yeah, what people used to do is to go in there, scan their shop.
This was info you actually got from the Tesco's.
Yes, from the lady Tesco saying, and she said there was a lot of theft. And I'm not surprised, guys.
What they were doing is they're go in there, do the scan as you shop.
Pretend
so
they
scan everything as normal into their bags
for the cameras,
and their trolley,
for the
cameras and that. And on the way out, they go walk past the flowers and go.
Because they're on the way to exit,
and then leg it out the front door.
And it's really, really sad, guys. As I said, on my other channel, I dedicate the whole channel as a prepping channel, and it's to do with the food, is the prices of food, and things are going up stupidly. I know our inflation meant to be like 17.5%, but my God, trust my word, some of the things that I keep mentioning to you, things increase by like 50 to 100%. And this is crazy. Every week I go out there. For example, it's not like particularly important thing, but as a bar of chocolate our toddler used to like, is like a Kinder type chocolate, little stick.
Used to like?
Well, she still likes, but we don't buy it because we can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
Yeah.
No.
But hear me, right? There used to be like, it's a 12 or 24, 12 sticks, call it, like a little Kinder thing with the white milky stuff. And it used to be around 85 pence. And then it's gone up to 95 pence. It's like, okay. And then it went to £1.15. And then it jumped to like £1.75. And now it's £1.85. This is in a space of, I would say, about 4 months. This is a massive increase. And this is just one chocolate bar. Absolutely, chocolate bar is non-essential. But this is a good example to give you, because those things happen with the general everyday items for some reason, apart from like rice and pastas at the moment. But many things.
Staples.
Like bacon. I brought in bacon. I was almost swearing. He wanted bacon. We normally don't eat bacon. It's not particularly healthy, but because it's like a barbecue.
It's good for you.
Barbecue thing coming up right now, and it's like, let's have a bacon roll, right?
Yeah.
£3.40 for 10 rashers, unless you have Tesco Club Card. £3.40 for 10 rashers.
But that's just wrong.
It's just too
unless
goddamn
you have a Tesco's Club Card.
It is wrong, yeah.
How much was it?
I think it was like £2.80.
£2.80.
I know, it's not a huge saving.
Or how much?
Or £3.40.
£3.40.
Or was it £1.80? I can't remember. But it was still like, it's a saving. But many people say like, this is kind of a discrimination, because what if I don't want to give it? Because let's be fair, Tesco Club Card, like anything else that the government do, or companies do, is to monitor. Club Card, they know exactly where you spend, where you go, what you buy, how much you pay. They know you.
Is that Club Card? It's made of plastic. Is it recycled plastic?
Different question, but yeah, this is the point. But nonetheless, that we all, majority of us do, especially if you only shop at Tesco's because this is your local shop, so you have to have a club card, because I'm not prepared to pay £3.40 for a pack of 10 rashers of bacon. However, it's happening. So the thefts are happening because people can't afford to pay that. People can't afford to feed their family or to feed their kids. Another thing, our little one drinks these little juices from Lidl, and she's going to little school soon, so she needs them for packet lunches. I used to pay £1, excuse me, like £1.05 or something. Again, we're talking, I started monitoring the prices about 6 months ago, like £1.05. It's £1.60 now. Like, this is over the space of a few months. This is ridiculous. But all the supermarkets do the same matching to one raises up, they all do this. It's inevitable. So anyway, after coming out there, and I feel pretty sad. I feel pretty sad that the people have to steal the food to feed their children, to feed themselves.
But it's a harsh reality of today.
But it's all
every utility bill. We all know the electricity, gas scenarios. Stupid, isn't it? Absolutely pathetic. But then your council tax, right? So I remember last year the letter and all the, we're going to put the council tax up. I think it went up nearly 5%, right? But some of the reasons that were in there for the bonuses and pay rises.
Yeah. Jog on.
I don't think so.
Jog on.
I don't think so.
No,
actually, I've got no choice.
Yeah.
I have no choice but to pay it, or I go to prison.
But anyway, the moral of this one, coming on to, guys, what's made the blood boil, really, after we or piss boiled.
Oh, yeah.
Made your piss boil. Anyway, when we came back, guys, like I'm upset, and I've been watching this before, and I know exactly what's going on, and I know the people come to me obviously when I do deal with the food from the charity to give away the food, and I know the position that many people in, and it's just, I wanted to cry. This is how sad this is. We're not in the best position ourselves at the moment, and we're going from people that used to travel like three times a year to somebody like, do you know what? I'm pretty goddamn scared if I can keep my house or not, because we're uncertain of the whole certain circumstances and things, the way they're going. Nonetheless, and then I come home and I tell my husband, say, oh, by the way, Lidl introduced the new computer screen, new cameras, and the exit things, because people clearly are stealing so much food. And then I come home and he was reading an article about wonderful migrant food. In Wales.
Asylum seekers. Oh, there's £1,600 a month.
Oh,
for young asylum seekers. They're all
what
young,
a wonderful,
they're all
thing to
teenagers,
do.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, even the 40-year-old men are teenagers.
Yeah, they all have a beard, but apparently they all lost their passports, so they're all pre-puberty.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you. Yeah. There was actually a documentary I've seen, and it was like, it was really sad, but it was true. And yes, they claim to be...
Are you on speed?
No, but I'm talking really fast.
You are.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so they come in and they claim to be minors because they can't ship them back, and they all lost their passports. But in fact, all these bastards left their children and wives behind and come here just to take the 600 quid and get the place.
Controversial because a lot of people, and you might be one of them, that thinks, oh, but they deserve it. They deserve to have this money, and they deserve
so does the people in this country.
live in a country that,
that
looks
doesn't have a
after
war,
them,
absolutely.
puts a roof over their head and all of that. But do you know what? We've got so many people here that can't even afford to live.
Everybody, don't get me wrong, everybody deserves to have and live in a place without a war.
Of course.
But... it's a big
But the thing is that we need to get rid of war. So if every man and his dog put down their gun and said, I'm not shooting that gun.
Yeah. There'd be
Sorry,
no war.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Period.
Yeah. Things
There'd
won't
be no
happen.
war, would there?
No.
It's us. We are the people that fight their wars.
Yeah.
Sorry, the NATO, American government's wars. We fight their wars. Well, what if we didn't fight their wars? What if we put our guns down?
There'd be no
war.
immigrants. No
And
immigrants.
there would be no mass immigration because everyone's fleeing countries of war and everything else under the sun.
But the point is, though...
And it'd be a different story. But it wouldn't be a different story back on our home soil because we would still be ignoring the people sleeping rough in the streets.
Yeah, probably.
And there was another article. It was on the Wales Online bullcrap website. And I think it was Caerphilly Council. There was a guy sleeping in the doorway of the council.
And they still wouldn't give him a home.
And they wouldn't sort him out.
Let me guess, it was an ex-vet or something?
I don't, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Probably a guy that, he's fought in multiple wars.
There's a sickening thing though, guys.
Screwed
There's many
to the head
people...
because he's seen, his best buddies, get mullered. And it's just, what a disgusting
place to be.
Physical state for that guy to be in. But we allow that. And that's just totally wrong. We're not looking after our own people. We don't look after the people that put themselves on the line. For what? What are you doing? What, why?
Sad part, guys, though, however true is that nobody should live in the war, absolutely fine, but we don't, unless we can look after their own people. They'll come in there, they'll put them in the hotels. When we used to drive to many major cities like Manchester, we used to be hotels that had been taken over by the refugees. And I understand they have to put them somewhere, but they're putting them in the area which are quite an expensive area, and then they're creating chaos. I'm not sure all of them knew. All of them do. However, they've been known to create a lot of issues. They've been molesting and doing horrible things to children and women and many people. And apparently they're stalked. They've been in the... I've actually seen a letter from a school to a parent next to the hotel in Manchester where the refugees were occupying the hotel to telling kids to basically go and avoid the hotel when they go to school, to go the roundabout way because they were there and they were luring kids in. So none of this is ever made public. No. But again, cut this all the thing aside of whatever horrible people some of them are. The fact is that we have people here that need help, and people do not get help. There is help available for some, but many fall through the net. For example, if God forbid anything happens that we, for example, struggle, if you can't get a full-time job on time or in like whatever little savings they will have, and then my business totally goes tits up. Government will not do anything for us. There is nothing there for us unless we're like lose our house and then be on the street and then potentially nothing. Anyway, but the point is though, so this
and
is
even then they might just get taken away from you because you've got no choice.
Well, give it to refugees.
Screwed. Yeah,
but this is the sickening part, guys. There's so much of this happening, and we want people to understand. However, yes, it's kind to people. We're all humans. We all need to feel safe and being protected. But to be disregarded as a second-class citizens living in this country, when your money then goes to pay for somebody else just sitting there on their ass, and £1,600, that's a lot of money. When I started the business, even in the later stages now, I can't afford to take £1,600 for myself because I can't afford to. £1,600, it's a lot of money. In the early days, again, when we had the mortgage there, probably both of us combined probably were earning around, but like long time ago, smaller mortgage. But yeah, they were combinedly probably earning like £2,000, and we made do. It's none of these things you go around and you like gallivanting before and you're spending money. You spend what you have and you save. You do the best that you can. For somebody that come in there, they're giving them
it for nothing.
Either hotel or put into whatever council accommodation or somewhere else. I bet you they're not going to be sleeping on the streets. That's for sure. But £1,600, that's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. I know by now, but nowadays you might think £1,600 is not a lot, but no mortgage,
you have no
bills,
debts, no mortgage, no nothing, because you get everything given to you anyway, and you get £1,600 given to you,
and you're single.
Right,
you live alone. That's easily done.
Yeah,
easily done.
I think as well. I think I did read another article that it was £1,600 before tax.
Oh, that's all right then.
That's all right.
Yeah, at least I get to pay taxes.
Woo! So even still, £1,200 a month. But the thing is, right?
It's a lot.
If you're going to give them £1,600 a month, why tax that? Why don't you just give them £1,200 and just say, we're going to give you £1,200?
Oh, no, because it's going to come up. It's like they are tax-paying citizens.
Exactly.
That'd be probably that, because you can say they haven't paid tax.
I pay tax, so I can have it. Because I pay tax.
Yeah, that's fucking sad. Sorry.
No, you
freaking
don't
sad.
Pay tax.
No, it's really sad. But anyway, so guys, the moral of this video is, and this is kind of the videos are, you can see how passionate we are about what it is.
Oh, we're stressed.
Our country can't afford to feed our own people. Our people are struggling. They have to steal medicine. Parents are stealing medicine. Parents are stealing the milk formulas. Stealing nappies. Stealing many things because they can't afford to. And now government just go, oh, sorry, but 600 quid gone on there. Oh, sorry, love. Yeah, I know you worked all your life. Seriously.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah, because he needs it more. Because he's a 14-year-old with a wife and wife at home and the children at home. But, you know, he needs it more and he needs a hotel. So, sorry, but you just there. You hold on. You do what you have to do. You go and steal because he needs the money. Anyway, this is sad and this is what it is. So, anyway, we're going to end this video on this... Basically, on this note, saying...
Well, there's no positive note to end it on, that's for definite.
There is no positive, because it's not a positive situation, but...
We don't live in a positive world anymore, do we? Let's be honest.
But we just wanted to share with you guys this...
We have to make it
our enthusiasm.
The best
yes, we do.
that
Cheers.
we can.
Cheers.
So we'll drink a £2.20 bottle of beer.
And expensive bottle of wine.
£10 bottle of wine, or whatever it is these days, I don't know.
But nonetheless, guys, the point is that the videos that we're gonna discuss kind of the subjects there, and this was like a first ranting video because we wanted to really to get this off our chest and get the videos out there. We're gonna be more structural next time, and subject not gonna keep jumping in. And
if you've watched to this part of the video, thank you.
Yes, that means you're our kind of people.
And although we might have come across as being what you might perceive as obnoxious,
we're not
scumbags. You know, self-righteous, whatever, entitled.
Nah, just I think
we're none of those things.
Nah, we're just what majority of people think they just can't say.
We're just not happy.
No.
We're not happy.
We are speaking for majority of the population. They don't have the means or scared to speak out. Because there's a lot of this and we know.
A lot of people don't want to voice their concerns. Because it's scared,
because we know many people get in trouble.
They get shut down by all the... You know, the hillbillies that think they're all whatever gender, you know.
But anyway, now we're doing this, and once we can, we're going to spread our views and opinions. Hopefully, you're going to support us by subscribing. Again, all the videos are going to be different subjects, and they are going to be as passionate as they are now. So, thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.